I'm telling you, Ankit. Okay, I'm telling you right now that I'm telling this to you on 30th December that United are going to win the league. Okay, that's the run of form we are in right now.
Hashtag 21 is coming. United are going to win the Premier League title, bro.
Hashtag 21, exactly. What's the year, by the way? What year are we going to get into?
2021, and we are going to win the
2021.
21
The signs are
title.
there, bro. Okay, the signs are there.
Yeah,
All right, I'm telling you. Okay.
yeah.
Hi, guys. Welcome to A2C United. And we have some wonderful news, of course. A wonderful end to 2020. Manchester United have defeated Wolves 1-0 thanks to Marcus Rashford's 93rd minute winner. Ankit, brother, I was really pleased. I literally jumped out of my bed when Marcus Rashford scored that particular goal. But, bro, what were your thoughts on the game?
To be very honest, that was a very pretty average game, and it was flat for most of the time. As you saw yesterday, Wolves were very defensive, and that is the style that they play. Very defensive, park the bus and hit the teams on the counter attack. And I think in the first half, we were very reluctant to go forward. We were aimlessly putting in crosses into the box so that Cavani can head one in and uh, get into the score line, but it didn't work. And then Teles was replaced by Shaw, and I think we got some stability on the left hand side. On the right hand side, I think Warren Van Bissaka didn't provide us anything going forward, and that is where we were limited as a team, and everything was coming from the left hand side. Also, our attacking players yesterday were not full fledged, not I think fit enough, or we didn't go for the kill. Basically, our important players or our key players yesterday were our defensive players like Bay, Maguire, and De Gea. So yes, all in all, it was looking like a drawish result, and again, I would have been very disappointed if we got a draw yesterday. But then this game needed some a moment of magic, a moment of brilliance, or even a lady luck type of situation, which Marcus Rashford got into the 93rd minute, and we were overjoyed, over the moon, that only now we are 2 points behind Liverpool, who are sitting in the first position, and exciting times ahead for Manchester United and we as fans. I don't know if we are going to be the title contenders this year, but we are certainly in the mix, and it's after a very long time since Sir Alex Ferguson left that we are into this title contention. So yes, very excited and looking ahead for all the matches coming up now. And I hope Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at least gets something this season, at least one trophy, or at least we challenge for the title because it's a long time coming, and I hope that this clicks for him.
Yes, Ankit. And this was also one of those games where, of course, the performance was not up to the par.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
this was one of those games where we had to get a result and we had to dig deep, grind out the result. Wolves are pretty, very good defensively. And they were also pretty decent attacking as well. Of course, they definitely missed Raul Jimenez. And if he was on the pitch, who knows, things might have been different. But as things stand, we definitely got a clean sheet. And Marcus Rashford, of course, scored a a late winner as well.
Red Villa.
Late winner. Exactly, yeah. So, of course, this was one of those games where it's a stuff of champions, basically. If you want to win Premier
Yeah,
League titles, you have to get through such games and dig deep and get a result, basically. And that's what we did against Wolves as well. And as things stand, Ankit, 9 games, our previous Premier League games, 7 wins and 2 draws. What are you making up?
Champ-
Yeah, what are you
champions
making up
form,
of our.
champions form.
Yes.
Yes, and also regarding the performance that you said, I think it was expected, considering the matches that we have played in this month. We have played quite a lot of matches, and there will be a dip in the performance. So I'm not very worried about the performance as of now. But the important thing is we are getting 3 points on the board, and if you want to be in title contention with Liverpool, you have to grind out results. We have seen Liverpool or City do it for the last couple of years, where they were not a brilliant team, but they have come out with the 3 points against the opponent. This is called a grinding result, the graft that teams show, the champions teams show. That whenever we are not playing brilliant, you can still grind out results and get the best possible result possible for your side. So very happy, and this was one for the fans where I think they were all expecting that we will also drop points. But yes, Lady Luck was there, but I think this was one for the rival clubs that we are into this mix now.
Yes, Ankit. And So if you basically sum up as to whatever happened in this particular season, we came into the season having a really poor transfer window. There was a lot of
Mm,
negativity around the
correct.
club, and we only had made about one official signing of Donny van de Beek. Of course, Edinson Cavani also came as a free agent, so there was a lot of negativity. We didn't start the season pretty well. We lost to Crystal Palace. We dropped points against Tottenham as well. We also got knocked out of the Champions League. Ole's job was under fire. There was a lot of talk in the media as to who's going to replace. A lot of negativity around the club with regards to the management as
Knocked
well.
out of the Champions League as well.
Knocked out of the Champions League. But Ankit, bro, here we are at the end of 2020, where Manchester United are currently in the semi-final of the EFL Cup and currently sitting
Mhm.
second, just 2 points
Second.
behind Liverpool. So I think 2021 seems to be very hopeful, and as you also mentioned, that Ole needs to win a trophy. So that being said, next week, of course, we have two crucial games in Manchester City, who are going to be, which is the EFL semi-final as well as Watford as well. But Ankita,
We
coming
have
back,
the
yeah,
game coming up against Villa on
yes,
Friday, so
yes, yes,
that is
yes.
also going to be important. We should at least not to lose to Villa because we need to continue the momentum that we have built. And then the game against Liverpool, I think after so many years, that is going to be a game to watch. I think the fierce rivalry, the best rivalry in English football, is going to be back,
Mhm.
and it's going to be very very exciting to see because that again, like we had a match against Man City when Jose Mourinho was in charge. I think that was a title decider match, and then City won it, and then they were miles ahead of us. And this is again one of the situation where United have to capitalize.
Yes, Ankit, I think, and it's going to be a similar situation as you mentioned, right? Because right now, if Liverpool win their game, win today's game basically against Newcastle United,
Mhm.
they will be officially like 5 points clear. Of course, we will be having a game in hand. But until we play Liverpool on January 17th, of course, we'll be playing against Aston Villa. And if we win that game,
Mhm.
we'll again be back to 2 points. But then Liverpool are again going to be playing against Southampton as well. So it's Newcastle and Southampton. So if Liverpool wins both games and if we defeat Villa, it's going to be the same situation as we had a couple of years ago, where the gap is going to be 5 points, and we don't want that to increase.
Yeah.
Uh, so
Especially when it is Liverpool, you want the points difference to be as minimal as possible because Liverpool have won the Champions League as well as the Premier League title, so they know they have the pedigree. They know what it feels to be in in that situation. So yes, if if we are competing with Liverpool, I think the points difference has to be very minimal, and that is the reason I'm not getting hyped up so early. It's December, and the title is decided, or the teams that are going to be challenging for the title are decided in March and April. So until then, I'm not gonna say that we are the favorites, but yes, exciting times ahead. And after a long time, we as fans are getting to see the real Manchester United, and this is what we want to expect from United, that they are competing for the Premier League title and other key trophies.
yes, Ankit, absolutely. And of course, speaking of yesterday's game as well, we it was a hard-fought victory, and you could, of course, tell that it was a lethargic performance. Of course, the players looked tired, that's for sure. But Ankit, brother, in this whole game, uh, who was your man of the match?
Man of the match, I think that is pretty difficult to call because none of our players actually stood out. Our attacking level players, as I said, were not in their best of forms, and none of them stood up. Marcus Rashford, I think that goal was again a deflection from size. It was lady like it was deflected. So all in all, I think the defensive players really did a great job, and I think Maguire and Bay, I think I can give, or even De Gea, he made a couple of good saves. So maybe our defensive pairing, or even De Gea, for me was the man of the match. Do you think any of the attacking players deserved man of the match yesterday?
Well, no, Ankita. Even I would be giving, the man of the match either to David De Gea or Nemanja Matic, who also had a pretty solid game. But as
Yeah.
far as the attacking players are concerned, we didn't see much. Edinson Cavani had a quiet game. Marcus Rashford, until that winner, of course, was having a quiet game. Anthony
Mhm.
Martial, when he came on, he tried a few things out. Uh, but again, he couldn't also impact. So at the end of the day, it was just a Bruno Fernandes long ball over the defensive line, which basically got us. that led to our winner actually. So yeah, I would also give it to David De Gea or either Nemanja Matic. So, overall, to sum up what we have seen, I think it was a much needed crucial points, the 3 points that we needed to challenge and keep Liverpool on the toes as well. To all the viewers watching, if we win our next game against Aston Villa, then we'll be facing Liverpool. And if we win the game against Liverpool,
To
then I think,
potentially go ahead.
yes, folks, yes, yes, yes. Then I think it's really time to get
And
giddy and
I
actually,
think that also plays into hands because the last thing that Liverpool want is Manchester United chasing them for a Premier League title. It is a altogether different rivalry with other clubs like Man City or Chelsea when they're competing with Liverpool. But when it comes to United, I think they are gonna feel the pressure. They are gonna feel the heat, considering the rivalry that these two clubs have for quite a lot of decades. So the last thing that Liverpool and Klopp wants is Manchester United going down their neck and challenging them for the Premier League title.
yes, correct, Ankit. And with the players that we have, we could definitely, mount a title challenge as well, considering that, minimal number of injuries as well. So I
The
think,
only thing the only thing I'm worried about is how he approaches the cup games and the Europa League competition. Because we want to sustain the same performances, the same results, the winning mentality in Premier League, then he has to either sacrifice or adjust into cup competitions as well as Europa League. Because knowing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he wants to win every match, he wants to win every trophy for United, and that is going to be very interesting to see how he lines up his team for the Europa League matches or the cup competitions. Because there will come a point where he has to prioritize something, and I think he has to go for the Premier League contention
title.
this season.
Yes, Ankit, I also agree with you as well because after 7 years since Sir Alex Ferguson retired, this is the first time where Manchester United are actually close of competing for the Premier League title. Of course,
Yeah.
it's good to have some domestic titles as well. And last season we made both the EFL Cup and the FA Cup semi-final. So this season, I think it will be a very good thing to it'll do good for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and the team if they can get a domestic cup as well. But I think January 17th is the date to watch, where United will be playing at Anfield against Liverpool. The game which potentially might even tilt as to where the power shift is going to be like. So I think that's pretty much a big game to watch. And if we win that game, if we win that game, to all the United fans watching out there, I think it's time that we could actually get giddy and chat. We can actually hope that something good is basically happening. But until
Yeah.
then, let's just hope for the best. Let's take one game at a time, and let's actually support our players and the team as well. This is Anand Rajaram, and that's Ankit More, my brother, signing off. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye bye.